Hello, this is Paul Nelson with Western Sport Floors, Wyoming Wood Floors. Today, we are working for our friends at Gino Construction at the Lakes Middle School in Coeur, Idaho. Today, we're going to be staining the three-point arches in the center circle of this floor. However, before we stain, we must do a little extra prep on this floor. Before we stain a floor, we do pay a little extra attention to the sanding, screen it a couple times. We're going to clean this floor really, really well. And then we're going to tape out the area that we want to stain.
What we're doing here is we run our sidelines first. So I have a center seam that I use for my center. I'm going to measure this direction 25 feet, 1 inch. And I'll do that on this basket, the center, and the far basket. That'll give me my measurements so that I can run a string lengthwise along the gym and put the two sidelines down. Okay, this is where the geometry comes in on a new install. You cannot trust your volleyball standards to be exactly 90 degrees with my sidelines. So I have to kind of do a triangulation method, make sure that my basketball court is rectangular, is fully rectangular and not trapezoid. In geometric theory, side angle side, if both of these 49-foot marks from the center there, if I run a line this way, it should be exactly perpendicular to the sideline. In a few minutes here, we're going to start water popping. As soon as I get my circles and my three-point line down, we can start water popping the boundary.
Typically, water popping opens up the grain of the wood so it accepts the color a little bit deeper, and then it allows for penetration of the stain so you can get the color you're looking for. Basically, I just took water and I dampened the floor evenly. Not leaving any puddles or anything like that on it. I basically just wet the floor in a uniform fashion, allows some grain range. Today's day, we are sanding our floors so much tighter that we're actually burnishing the fibers so tight that stain has difficulty penetrating.
So it isn't even absolutely critical that this floor be completely dry from the water pop before you begin.
Because it's a water-based stain.
Because it's a water-based stain.
Hypertone, if you guys didn't hear everything we've talked about, is an oil-water hybrid technology. So you can see where containers are all plastic because it's water-based. It's non-combustible, it's non-toxic, it has next to no odor.
In order for us to not get lap lines, we need a consistent application and we need to put it on kind of heavy, okay? So you want to follow the grain with the roller. We're going to have one guy doing the initial wipe, and I want you to put it on and work it. I want you to work all that excess off the floor, okay? The second guy's going to come back and follow him.
So what I like to do along a tape line is what I call dry roll. So I try to not flood the line. When I flood the line with stain, I'm noticing a lot more bleed issue. So if I can work out some of my excess stain and try and work it a little dry, you can actually hear it. I'm not pushing as much product that can wick underneath that tape line. That I try to tell people is wipe it and wipe it and wipe it. Too many guys think that they have to kind of put it on even or uniform, and then they have laps because now it looks inconsistent because they wiped it inconsistently. Just wipe it as thoroughly as you can. You can't overwipe it. How do I know when my stain is dry? So my father and my brother stumbled across something years ago that I thought was quite interesting, and that was a vacuum test. The places where you're going to find that stain doesn't dry is mostly between the boards, or down in the open grain of species like oak. The vacuum test, I'm looking for gaps.
You're saying that using the vacuum, you're able to suck up some wet stain.
I'm able to verify if I still got product that's wet in my floor somewhere.
This is, in my mind, cabinet shop grade stain job. Well, are you willing on camera to pull this tape up and show us what
Sure.
the bleed may or may not have been?
It's stain on wood.
I'll tell you what, it's a whole lot better than what we've been doing typically.
But you notice how I dry rolled along that tape
did.
edge. Keep it less so you don't force that bleed in those wood fibers. That's the problem, I think, when guys face with bleed. They put too much product along that tape line.